What's up, my brother?
Whoa, what did I do? Hold on. Cancel. There we go.
What's up, bro?
How you doing, sir?
Good, man. How you doing?
I'm doing relatively well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, looking forward to seeing you next week.
Oh, dude, I'm so excited.
Be good to spend a
So
little time
excited.
together. What's been new in your world?
Ah, currently in Pennsylvania with the Savage. I've been here for a couple days. Her mom just took a little break. They've been fighting a lot. They're fighting. So I've just been taking care of G, and we're just, trying to keep her going to school and, you know, not smoke pot and
Yeah.
behave like a human being. So she's trying to like hustle me now. She's like, "Hey, we should go to breakfast, and I can not go to school." I'm like, "How about we go to breakfast, and I'll just drive you to school?"
Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
she
That's
compromised, so she's gonna do that. And I'm like, "All right, cool.
it's awesome.
Yeah, trying, bro, trying, brother."
You're doing it. I hear you had a good call with wasn't Rich this last week. Who was it with?
Lauren,
Lauren. Cool. How'd that go?
really good, really good, man. He's a cool dude. He was giving me a lot of information on the Spartan run and things I need to do, like talking about like hydration and like you really need to work on stuff like that. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, cool. Yeah, he sent me a book
Okay.
and a Spartan Run link on things to work on, like your like my run, which I'm working on my running. My pull-ups, I work on those kind of often. So yeah, he just gave me like a to-do list. So that's good. I'm excited.
It's awesome. Awesome,
Yeah.
bro. Good. Anything working through?
Um, I'm working on my vision, my new vision. I didn't get so far in it. I feel like I started writing and it got like kind of heavy quick, and like I remember you, like I wrote all these little notes down, like details, like lots of details. So I thought I was going to get through like a whole bunch of it yesterday, and I didn't get through as much as I thought. I was just like I spent an hour and a half, and I was like, holy shit, and I didn't get far. I'm like, wow, that was. I just thought I'd get more done.
Where were you getting stuck on it?
Um, right off the bat with the 2 years out, it's your birthday, thinking about where I'm gonna live, and like I know I want out of New York. I know I want someplace warm all year round.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, just just getting through it. It was good, but I just thought I'd get more done. It had me thinking though. It like really had me thinking.
Good, man. Well, it comes to, I would be shocked if after your breakout next week, if you don't get some more details on it. I
Mm,
find that through a lot of just the unpacking of doing some deep work, this stuff comes to the surface and it makes things more clear where you can really discern what it is you're looking for and what you want.
yeah,
It's good.
yeah. I need a little bit of peace over here with them, but it's okay. Like her mother, when I got here the other day, her mom was like just out of her mind. I got here. It was like 10 in the morning, and her,
Mm.
immediately it was like blah, yelling, screaming, cursing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, nice to see you too. All right, I'll go sit outside until you leave and enjoy enjoy your trip. I don't know what happened, man. The last couple of days, she just sent me a message saying, "Hey, I appreciate you, and I'm on my way back, and I hope you're okay." And I'm like, "All right, there's that."
Well, that's good. That means that she's self-regulating, which is, what we can hope for, and that typically happens when there's a groundedness. And so I imagine you're bringing a lot more grounded presence to the relationship.
Mhm. Trying. I'm, 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 immediately I wanted to fight, like all guns blazing, but I didn't. I just kept my mouth shut. She yelled and screamed, and I just walked out. I'm like, I'll see you in a bit. I'll be outside. I just came out here and I just sat in my truck, and like this is like where I spend a lot of my time when I come here. I just sit in here, and this is where I was writing my vision. Just I put the music on and I just put my head down and I write.
Good, man. It's good. I love that you're turning into a writer, Mike. That's awesome.
It's different. Oddly, uh, Romy gave me I guess like a journal for Christmas, and I'm like, fuck do I do with this thing? Huh? I literally threw it in the corner and I forgot about it until recently. And I was like, shit. And then I grabbed it and now I'm using it. Now I'm kind of halfway through it.
Who gave you the journal?
My mom.
Oh, cool. That's awesome.
Yeah. She gave it to me for Christmas. And I looked at it. I'm like, what am I going to do with this? Like,
Yeah,
what am I doing with this thing? This thing, I'm not going to do nothing with this.
that's awesome. And here you
Yeah.
are.
I make it a point to write every day, every morning, like write before or after my readings. Um, I do. I don't know why. It's kind of all over the place,
Yeah.
but yeah.
Well,
Today,
it's the best way to organize your thoughts. And so in the beginning, it feels just like scrambled mess because you're like, I don't even know what I'm writing, how I'm writing, but that
yep.
using that as a practice, it's like any other skill set. It becomes much more second nature over time, and it becomes a really good way to organize the thoughts.
Okay. I I could see that. There's like I found like I give myself a little homework out of it when I if I read something and I have like a 24-hour book, kind of like the one you gave me.
Yeah.
If it gives me a little like a chapter or something and I don't understand it, I'm like, all right, let me go look this up. And then
Okay.
I go back to the Bible and I kind of like start reading it, trying to wrap my head around what's going on.
Good, man. That's awesome. Love it.
Yeah,
Love it. Doing all the right things.
I'm trying. I'm definitely trying. I'm trying to not engage, not fight. Fight's the first thing that always comes out. Like it's always she doesn't want to get out of bed, and I'm like, oh, fucking. My old man would have yanked me out of bed. My old man would have. I don't want to be like my old man. I don't. I
Yeah,
don't want to. I don't want to yell. I don't want to scream. I don't want to put my hands on anybody.
it's good. Well, and it doesn't work the same way with women. You know, men can have a little bit of a rougher nature, but you got your ex-wife and your daughter, like they're not going to respond the same way that a man would respond. And so it's good that you're developing that skill set because it's a totally different way to interact and engage.
Yeah.
Tell
Yeah.
me, what was your intention that you set for your time with Brittany next week?
Mm,
So you have you set an intention with what you want to focus on?
no, not necessarily.
Okay.
Uh, she, she wanted me to read the book. I'm just about finished with the book.
Okay.
There is something there. I keep meaning to ask you. I I feel like the book is like I thought I knew what I wanted to talk to her about, and I feel like the book is bringing up like a million other things. And I'm like, holy, kind of like when I met you. I thought I had like one little issue, like passive aggressive. I act like a bitch. I fucking
Yeah,
have, and then we started talking, and it's like, no, there's a slew of things going on here. There's like my family, my old man, where I come from, me, everything. I feel like the book is kind of doing the same thing. Like it's bringing up a lot more shit than I expected.
for sure. Yeah, it'll do that. I'd say that'd be a good thing for you to also write on a little bit. And so, as you're reading the book, take time to ask yourself the questions and literally ask yourself the question on paper, what do you most want to get out of the session? Because she'll have you go in, she'll probably call you before and have you go into actual intentionality, like what is it you want to accomplish from this? Um, because without going into something with an intention, you're not going to get your intention. So it just allows you to get a little bit more clarity as you walk through it.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay,
Good. Cool.
yeah.
What's up, Ben?
Hey, how's it going?
Good, man.
Yo, what's up?
What are you
Hey,
working on? What are you working on or working through today?
the same thing I've been working on through this whole week, essentially. And I'm just trying to understand myself a little better
Okay.
because I'm not I'm not freaking out at all, but I don't think
Good.
I'm really feeling maybe the emotions that are should be. I don't know. I'm trying to take the best approach of like working on like next best saying like sending resume around. So for Michael's out anyway. sending my resume out, but I'm not really freaking out or I'm not really super stressed. And I don't think that's necessarily the right reaction to have. I probably should be somewhat more stressed or something, but
Why would you say that?
well, I think I could just be muting my own emotions so that I don't get like really I don't be put in an uncomfortable place. I can get like really I don't know, maybe sure of myself or confident or cocky about the whole business.
Well,
Um,
here's the thing.
I'm not really feeling I'm not really feeling anything to like spike, not no spikes of like scared or anything. I will get stressed. Like yesterday, someone was like pretty pessimistic about the whole situation. I did get a little doubt in me. I talked to someone about it and he was like, don't listen to him. He doesn't know anything. And you've done all the best everything the best things you can do up until this point. And so then I like turned around and then I started more of a pep talk and everything. For both of us, he's starting his own business basically. So it's like, look at us. 4 years ago, we hadn't even met, and we had a really good time in the 2020 cycle. Now look at us, I could be working for, the presidential campaign, and you're working for, and you're starting your own business. So like, that's pretty freaking cool. But I don't know. I'm either taking things. I shouldn't. I don't think I need to be overthinking it this much. I could be doing it things the right way. I just have to like wait till results happen, and or I'm like muting my own emotional reactions. People are saying it sucks more than I kind of think it sucks, and
Well,
I could be totally
here's the thing. I'll give you a really easy reframe. We have an opportunity to stress about things twice, once before it happens and once while it happens. And so I'd say that you're approaching the situation with a clear mind because you don't know the outcome yet, and there's no reason to even worry or think about it. You're doing all the things you need to be doing, taking action in the right direction. And there's no reason to put any additional fret or stress on it because you just simply don't know the outcome. And so that would mean you'd have to face the trouble twice. So I think you've got a very good approach to it right now.
that's good. And the nice thing is, I'm also doing things to take care of myself, not really um, put myself out. So like I'm on day 5 of 75 hard. I've been keeping up with that, and that's not only is essential for keeping promises to myself, but I think it's essential for me keeping stacking wins. Even though like my job doesn't provide stack wins at the moment because it's just kind of like maintain what is currently going on for the health of the organization. But there's nothing much that can really be done at the moment because, well, there's no long-term vision or goals until like new leadership come and establish that. So like
Right.
doing 75 hard is helping me out. And um my attitude, I don't think I need to be overthinking my attitude.
Okay.
Overall, I've done the work. I'm going to do more work for an interview because I feel pretty confident about about my interview prospects. Um, so the shakeup basically is to they're going to really go organize the whole organization for their own to shape out themselves. Like the digital and finance teams were both moved to Florida.
Okay.
Um, and so in my case, like it's going to lots of things going to be reshaped, but um, I think so. I talked to my old boss who used to work with me until he like moved down to Georgia, and he was really so for Michael in context, my organization is going through a shakeup. We're all everyone who's not planning on reapplying for their position will not have a job after March 31st. And so that's the current struggle that is going on at the moment. So I talked to my old boss. He and I have been working for the last year on lots of the products that I currently can use to help keep my job. But he said like the two things you can say is you are the expert in this field. You are the are the expert, and I know how to run these processes because I built the processes. and really basing those two things. If they really want to keep this kind of operation going, then I'm the best person to keep up that role. So
So good.
either I'm over stressing about not stressing.
Yeah.
Or,
So stop over stressing about not stressing. I think you're in a good mindset about it right now. Until you have more information, don't stress about it twice. That's just the beauty of it. You got to recognize that we can face troubles 2 times: when the trouble shows up and we handle it by being responsive, or we face it in advance with anxiety. And anxiety is so normal for so many people, but I'd suggest strongly that you just focus on doing exactly what you're doing, putting your resumes out there, controlling what you can control, and realizing that it's going to present itself one way or the other, and you'll come up with a solution when the time comes.
yeah, yeah. I think I was telling my brother, like, I feel on top of things. I don't really feel. I was telling him, at least in my mind, I don't feel like a nice guy. Like, I feel clear and confident, and like, there's one core value in all this is that, my person. There's one person to fight for, and um, there's that. So yeah, maybe some. Yeah, I'm fighting for not about not fighting. Uh, Fun stuff.
Good.
Other than that, yeah. Um, yeah, I'm doing 75 hard. My knees hurt at the moment, and I had to do it late last night again, and I slept in this morning. So my next, moving into the next struggle is going to be like being better about getting up early in the morning. It's just been hard because like getting up in the morning, late nights, and I'll try to work on that next, I think.
The discipline, and that's very normal. We all got to work on improving our discipline, and that's an area where it's never ending improvement. And one area that you can make your discipline more effective is plan the next day the night before. And so
Mm-hmm.
just look at your schedule, do a brain dump of your most important priorities, get them done first thing in the morning. That which you don't get done in the morning more than likely doesn't get done. So prioritizing your workouts, your exercise, your journaling, your meditation time, taking time just to be much more diligent first thing in the morning allows you to move the mission forward.
Mm-hmm. And then yeah, that's important. That's bigly important. And then what's it called? Um, and then yeah, getting to bed early is like the one of the most important parts because they'll kill a morning.
Kills the day.
Yeah, it kills it. Yeah.
Kills the
So
day. That
yeah,
changes over time as you get older, my friend. You cherish sleep, and you start to just get the old man thing where you wake up early and you go to bed early. So
what's your sleep routine?
I try to follow a 2 hour timeout before I go to bed. So I love to be in bed by 9. And being in bed,
Mm-hmm.
I've got a book, I'll read for 30 minutes. I typically drift off by then. 2 hours before bed, I don't drink any water. I don't eat any food. I'm not on my phone. I'm not on social media or email. And so I'm doing everything I can to like relax my nervous system. And so, yeah, there's no major activity other than just relaxing last couple hours of the day. So I'll take Ness for a walk. I'll read a little bit. I'll write a little bit, but it'll be anything where it's like non-stimulating so that I get into bed at the time I want to get into bed because I wake up early. So my body typically wakes me up between like 3:30 and 4. And assuming I get a good night's sleep, that I'm up and ready to attack the day. But I get most of my work done in the morning. And so I prefer having that quiet time before all the monkey brain starts and you get into the day.
Yeah, no, that sounds good. And yeah, I'm one thing that made this struggle, but for the last month and a half was I also wake up early, but then
Mhm.
I go to bed early. I went to bed pretty late, and so I was kind of dead for the whole time. But it did help build confidence in where I went through like that, the cocoon phase, all very squishy and everything. But That definitely has helped in confidence for the next phase, which is necessary up till now. So yeah, so what you're saying is a relaxed period before bed, 2 hours before bed at least, or whatever works out, and then what's it called? And then like just around 9 o'clock, basically. That's good.
Yeah, and that works for me. That works for me.
Yeah.
And your evening and your nighttime routine, there does need to be some flexibility throughout the seasons of life, just because by nature, there's going to be changes in work and environment. Mike, for example, he's traveling a lot right now because he's going back and forth between where his daughter is at. And so the routines get messed up. But just knowing like what are the most important things you got to get done during those periods allow you to stay in a state of operation, even though things are changing.
Yep. Yeah. Yeah. So I think so instead of worrying about not worrying, I need to worry about sleep. That sounds like a good thing to work on.
Yes.
Better work. It's a better problem to have.
Yes, sir. Good. Love it, Ben.
Yeah.
Mike, what have you done to make your discipline routine more disciplined?
Since we tweaked my schedule, my sleep has been really good. Everything, all my non-negotiables, everything I need to get done is first thing in the morning. I very recently, the last month now, I started waking up before my alarm clock. Not every day, but like maybe once or twice a week that keeps happening. I'm in bed by 9. By 9 o'clock, I'm whipped. Like it's like the day's gone already. I'm whipped. I'm in bed by 9. I try to read a little bit before I go to bed. Like the last thing I do, my phone is in another room. My phone is in the bathroom, which is in the yeah, I get up first thing in the morning. I'm up 3:30, 4 o'clock. That's when I do like all my personal stuff, like my reading, my writing, my morning devotions, and like my quiet time. By 5:30, 6 o'clock, like I'm hitting the gym. By sorry,
5:30 in the morning.
5:30 in the morning.
Wow, that's impressive.
I'm usually there for about an hour and a half ish. 6:37. I'm out. I eat breakfast. Then I get into like emails. I get into like a little bit of work time. Shower, eat breakfast. By 9 o'clock, I'm doing like my work, like which right now is to me is school. I'm trying to start go after a new career in real estate, so I spend a couple hours on that every day. But my day is pretty good, like pretty good organized. Like that works really well for me. I eat at lunch. I have a big healthy lunch. I go for a walk. I always go for a walk. I need to get outside. Once I'm doing something for too long, I start floating off a little bit. I start like not paying attention. So I need to go outside. Like I need to shake off that sleepy shit and like get the blood pumping again. I come back in the house and I'm about it for a couple more hours.
Good. So you give yourself a little clarity break in the afternoon.
Yeah, I need that because I start getting like sleepy and I need to get outside for a bit. I need to just stop.
Yeah. There's only so much work that we can do. We're not machines, and so that we have to be able to take little moments of creative breaks just throughout the day to mix things up, get some sunshine, get some movement, blood flow. Eat something that energizes us. Don't infinitely caffeinate, and just take time to reset the body. It's good.
Yeah.
Love it.
That schedule works really, really well for me. Like that works good. I'm all my work is getting done. Like there's so much alone time in the morning. Like all my personal shit gets done before I even get into the world. All my stuff is done.
That's good because like you're tired like at the end of the day, so you can't really get all the stuff for you done as well.
Dude, I actually had that problem maybe a month and a half ago, maybe 2 months ago, I wasn't getting all my shit done, and it was making me crazy. And I actually I Aaron and I were discussing it, and he just kind of like tweaked my schedule, and he asked me like what's important and like the stuff I want to get done, and we just took the more important things, the things I need to get done, my things, and we put them in the beginning of the day. And once I did that, schedule works so much better, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like, what's your target bedtime then?
I'm telling you, by 9 o'clock, I'm there. Whether I want to be or not, I'm really there.
9 o'clock seems like, so 9 o'clock seems like work for both of you guys. And it seems like work in general for people who like do good shit.
Hmm.
So I don't know.
Nothing good comes after 10 o'clock at night. And I learned that in my drinking days, is that nothing good comes after 10 o'clock. So all your socializing, all of like your friendships, all that stuff, like you do it before 10. After 10 is just debauchery. And then if you're trying to like get any type of work done or, do anything, like your productivity just drops infinitely because your brain is not wired to work that long, especially if you're waking up, unless you're a night owl, you're an engineer or IT person or something, and you're working those midnight hours. I know some guys that are just wired that way, but nothing good happens after 10. Your productivity just shuts down.
Yeah. 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 I know. Yeah. Yeah. I know that too. So the nice thing about being so busy, someone was saying, "Oh, Ben, you're so dependable. You're here early and you're here late." Yesterday, I was like, "Yeah, no, that's the benefit of not having like working so long, is you don't get drama.
Yep.
Like they're going through bad drama at the moment, but it's kind of,
No, I don't miss the drama.
no.
Don't miss the drama.
So
Good.
that's so that sounds good. So got to work my schedule. I need it. So probably the weekend is going to be a good time to reset that, but I'll try to reset it within the next 2 days because there's 2 more days of weekday stuff. So
In your job, you'll know about your job here in the next week. Is
the
that
next like week or two. So like
okay?
there's like 17 days now. I've sent my resume and cover letter. The cover Anyone who's read the cover letter has said it was killer.
Cool.
And I got lots of good help with that. And the resume is good. So like I feel good that, uh, unless they like, have other plans of like just gutting the whole entire organization, they're going to
Well,
have
he's going to
they're
need a lot of support in this election. So I can't imagine they're going to eliminate anybody. It's just it'd be bad for business. So
yeah, and they also like they can't just gut everyone and only focus on him because there's a Senate and House to also win, and
yeah,
he's not gonna be as a Senate looks a lot better, the House not as much. The House is going to be he's not going to be as effective without the House. Now,
yeah.
granted, the House is just a majority of one at the moment, which is stupid, but
Is it looking promising for this election year for everything to move towards a more conservative side based on where you're seated?
um, it's still really close at the moment. All polls say that Trump is winning, but you never know what's going to happen.
Mm,
Like 4 years ago, things were looking good for Trump, but
to
then
the
COVID
last minute. Yeah.
happened, and then that screwed everything up. So, I it looks good right now, but it's you just gotta things are going to really tighten up, and they have a lot more money than us.
Yeah.
And they're use Arabella Advisors is a Democratic dark money group, and they get money from like overseas and such, and they're really some they really like a lot of their stuff is illegal or should be illegal, but they're able to get away with it because they're not being held accountable.
Okay.
So it's going the money's a lot of they're going to have a lot more money than us. So the current shakeup is they're wanting to like get more money, trying to shake out the people who are not fully on board with Trump. So it sucks. Gotta see how it goes.
Yeah. And Mike, just so you know, so Ben is on the campaign team for the
I'm with
Republican.
the Republican National Committee.
Yeah.
That's
And so they recently had recently our previous chairman Ronna McDaniel had to leave the organization, and a new Trump picked chairman were placed. So it's now the current chair. It's the previous North Carolina chairman and Laura Trump are the new chairman and co-chairman.
Okay.
And now there went one immediately on Monday after the work day of Monday was over. They cut all the heads of the department and sent an email out to 60 staff saying that we're reorganizing the building and are interested in and we're asking several people to certain staff to resign and reapply for their jobs, and that's the current struggle I'm in at the moment.
Well,
like a hell of a struggle.
Say that again.
Sounds like a hell of a struggle.
Yep, just gotta take it a day at a time, essentially.
Yes, sir.
all we can do. It's good. Well,
Yeah.
thank you for giving us the update, Ben. It's always a pleasure. You got anything else you're working through, personal and professional?
So the sleep, that was pretty important, and keeping up with 75 hard. So those are just the main things. Are the job and the keeping things disciplined.
Good, cool. What about you, Mike?
Man, I'm doing okay. I'm doing a solid okay. I'm going home today. Like my workouts are a little bit different when I'm here, but I'm still working out. I bought that bike and I did 8 miles yesterday. My legs are killing me.
Let's go, man. That's huge.
So yeah, I'm just like I'm making sure I get my workout in one way or the other. Lauren was like super adamant about running more hills and hydration. So I'm doing hills and I'm and I got those packages that you told me about from Amazon. So I start my day with one of them. They're definitely helping. I'm not feeling so thirsty and dehydrated throughout the day.
Good, man. Good.
What are those?
Ben, just so you know, so Mike's doing his first Spartan race coming up here in a few weeks.
What's a Spartan race?
Those are those packets. A Spartan race is, well, you did tell him, Mike.
Spartan race. So it's a 10K run with 25 obstacles. You're timed. I'm not so concerned with the times, but so if, for instance, if you have to get to one obstacle and the obstacle is 10 pull-ups, if you don't do 10 pull-ups, you get penalized and you have to do 25 burpees. Every time you miss an obstacle, you have to do 25 burpees. It would behoove you to hit your obstacles. So that's another thing Lauren told me to do. Make sure I run a lot of hills, stay on my hydration, and like really get comfortable doing burpees because you always start off good, he said, but midpoint when you get tired, shit's gonna kick in and you're not gonna be able to avoid doing the burpees. So
what are some of the obstacles that I know one of them is like you throw a spear, but what are some of the obstacles that you do?
You have a rope climb. It's a 25-foot rope climb. You have to hit the bell. There's a 25-foot rings. They're like kind of like the Olympic rings.
Okay.
You have to hit all the rings. You can't skip a ring. You have to hit the bell. You can't drop. There's like cargo nets, like, and you can't skip any runs. You have to hit everything. If you're on like monkey bars, you can't swing and skip them. You have to hit every run.
Okay.
Yeah, there's people at every station. They tell you what to do. If you miss an obstacle, you're doing burpees.
I love it.
Yeah.
That sounds really cool. Like, is it that kind of, so it's an obstacle course. So like, yeah, I've seen videos of people doing really cool obstacle courses, and that's really like impressive and fun to see. So when
Yeah.
is your Spartan race?
I have 2 months, so it's just about enough time for me to make sure that I'm really really set for it. I think I'm there right now, but I'm going to do my due diligence. I'm going to keep running. I'm going to stay on my bike. Yeah, I'm going to
Yeah,
make not struggling. I'm going to get through it like a champ.
yeah, carry the boat.
Fuck
That'll
yeah,
be
bro.
Love
that
it.
sounds really awesome.
And Ben,
I try to
you're doing your first marathon, right? Or half
yeah,
marathon?
yeah, like the one in the down, yeah, working on it.
Awesome.
Right
It's
on, bro.
awesome.
I did biking and carried a weighted vest yesterday.
Okay. Cool.
The bike was across from Arlington to DC, and that was really beautiful.
That's awesome, man. How far was that?
I don't know. I parked my bike. Um I parked my bike in the same location that it was a rent bike. So I parked my bike the same location that I got it from. So it said 0 miles after biking for an hour and for 108 minutes.
Mm,
So
Wow.
it's kind of funny. But yeah, let's see.
Awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah, at least like a couple, like maybe 10 miles. Yeah,
good stuff.
10 miles.
Good stuff. Well, gentlemen, if there's not anything else you're working on, working through, you need support with, then I'm happy to let you guys go, or we can continue keeping this conversation going. But I want to just take up your time if you have other things to do.
No, sir, I'm good. I just wanted to stop and say hi. I appreciate you, bro.
Yeah.
Love you. Good.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Rock and roll.
Later,
Mike,
brother.
Mike, do us a favor. Close us out with a prayer.
Absolutely. Dear God, thank you for this beautiful day. Thank you for putting both of these men in my life today to inspire me, to push me to keep going. My new friend over here from DC. Um, I I know you're kind of concerned about your job, but brother, everything's going to work out the way it's supposed to be. You're a good dude. You're a good man, and just have faith that like wherever you land is going to be the spot for you. Thank you for putting Aaron in my life. Thank you for just giving me this day to be with my daughter, and I look forward to everything that comes my way. Gentlemen, God bless you both. Amen.
Man, love you guys.
Love you
Peace.
guys.